Hi everyone, this is 7.3 math video, and we're about solving equations using multiplication or division, page 308 to 311. And the central question is, how can you use multiplication or division to solve an equation? Okay, so three properties you need to know. The first one is multiplicative inverse property. So that means whatever number you multiply and multiply the reciprocal, you equal 1. So let's talk about this first one. Multiplicative inverse property. So if I have, for example, 5, what number will I have to multiply to get 1? And that has to be the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 5, which is 5 over 1, is 1 over 5. Okay? So if I have, for example, 1/3 times what number will give me 1? The reciprocal of 1/3 is 3 over 1. So that's multiplying by 3 because it cancels out to give you 1. Okay? And if I have, for example, 2/3, 2/3 times what gives me 1, and that's 3 over 2. Now, if I have, for example, x over 3, I need to multiply it by something to give me x, which is 1x. I want to keep x, but I want to get rid of the number. Okay, so you basically need to find the reciprocal of the number. X over 3 is the same thing as 1/3 x. So the reciprocal of 1/3 is 3. So when you multiply x over 3 times 3 over 1, this cancels out, and you will get x left. Okay? So let's do one more example on this. If I have 2x over 5, 2x over 5 is the same thing as 2 over 5x. If I want to multiply a number to give me x, I don't want to touch x, but I want to cancel out 2 over 5, so I need to find the reciprocal of 2 over 5, which is 5 over 2. Okay, because 2 and 2 cancels out, 5 and 5 cancels out, and you'll be left with x. Okay, that's multiplicative inverse property. The other two property is division property of equality. Property of equality. And multiplication property of equality. Multiplication property of equality. Basically, it's whatever you multiply on one side, you have to multiply on the other side to remain balanced or equal. Vice versa. If you divide on one side of the equal sign, you need to divide on the other side of the equal sign to remain a balance. Okay? That's what these two properties mean. So again, whatever you do on one side, you need to do it on the other side. So, for example, the problem I did in class, I'm going to explain it again, is 5x divided by 6 equals 20. If I want to use division property of equality and multiplication property of equality, I basically need to solve for x, and I need to get rid of the 5, and I need to get rid of the 6. Okay, so you do the opposite. In order to get rid of divided by 6, you do the opposite of dividing by 6, and that's going to be multiply by 6. Okay, because they undo each other. If you multiply 6 on the left side of the equal sign, you need to also multiply 6 on the other side of the equal sign. These two cancel out, so you'll be left with 5x, that comes straight down, equal comes straight down, okay? 20 times 6 is 120. Now, 5x is the same thing as 5 times x, or 5 multiplied by x. The opposite of multiplying is dividing, so I'm dividing by 5, because 5 divided by 5 cancel out. Whatever you do on the left side of the equal sign, you have to do it on the other side. Okay? So now, x is by itself, alone at last. 120 divided by 5 is going to give me 24. In order for you to truly know if your answer is correct or not, you double check your work. So plug it into the original problem. Whenever you see an x, you plug in 24. So I'm going to do 5 times 24 divided by 6. 5 times 24 is going to give me, I believe, 120 divided by 6. And 120 divided by 6 is going to give me 20, which is the original problem. So I know we solved it correctly by doing that, okay? This is just one way to solve it, okay? One way to solve it is to get rid of the 6 and then get rid of the 5. I always get rid of one first and then the other one, okay? If I see something like this. But you can actually get rid of both numbers at the same time. So let's take a look at that same problem. 5x divided by 6 equals 20. You can actually rewrite this problem into a fraction form. And that's going to be 5x, and divide is the fraction bar, over 6 equals 20. This is this, okay? Now, I'm using a different property now. I'm going to be using the multiplicative inverse property, meaning I'm going to be finding the reciprocal. The reciprocal of 5 over 6 is 6 over 5. So, I want to multiply 6 over 5. If I do it on this side, I need to do it on the other side. And we'll see what happens here. 5x over 6 times 6 over 5. 6 and 6 cancels out. 5 and 5 cancel out, so I'm going to get x to be by itself. Okay? Now, 20 times 6 over 5. 20 is the same thing as 20 over 1, so I'm going to cancel 5 become 1, 20 becomes 4. 4 times 6 is 24, and you end up with the same answer as the first time that we did this. Okay? You can always double check, plug it in, and see if you get that. Other than that, if you have any questions, see me later. Bye.